Members of the EFF and other supporters of the cause today have started trickling in Pretoria's Church Square. The Economic Freedom Fighters has urged all South Africans to down tools today in support of the motion of no confidence against President Jacob Zuma. EFF leader Julius Malema has called for a mass march, calling on each province to take part. Malema says business owners must close shop and all workers must not report for work. The party will take over major streets in the Pretoria CBD. They'll start at Church Square and move to the Union buildings at 10 o'clock using the following routes. Paul Kruger Street to Thabo Sehumi Street. From there, it will move to Lillian Ngoyi Street and then to Walter Sisulu Street, moving to Du Toit Street, from where it will approach Steve Biko and Hamilton Street, finally ending at Lates Street. 8 and 7 reporter Nhlanhla Jela joins us live from Pretoria. Nhlanhla, very good morning. What is the atmosphere right now?
Good morning to you and to our viewers at home. What is happening right now is that bits and bits of people are coming in their numbers. However, it is not quite clear who is with the EFF and who is not, as it looks like some of the EFF members have a new uniform because it's not the traditional red that we are used to. However, some are wearing clothes that look like army clothes, however, have a small badge of EFF, so it's quite hard to distinguish who is EFF and who is not. However, what is happening also is that they've set up their truck and playing music, and onlookers are standing. Others are making their way to work, others are their way to school, and others just coming in and asking what's happening. Others are still looking and wanting to see what's going to happen moving forward. What we know is that they are moving to the Union buildings using the different routes in Pretoria, which means most of these streets will be closed with a heavy police presence, and also it is a legal march that has been organized, so it's not an illegal march, it is legal that is happening today. And one thing also, they are not handing over a memorandum, however they are marching in solidarity with some of their members that are in parliament today for the motion of no confidence against the president.
Now, we're seeing just behind you a number of children going to school, as well as some, as you say, going to work, but there was a call for everybody to not report for work today. Have you perhaps spoken to some of those that it's business as usual for them? Did you get a sense of them understanding what today means for South Africa?
We didn't get a sense of what this day means for South Africa, because most of them are on their way to work. Some are on their way to school as university students, but some of them are unemployed people. We just had a group that met right now. We're not quite sure if they're from a different company or if they are here for the march, because they're not wearing any branding or showing any signs of being part of the march. It looks like they just came to meet up for whatever reason that they're planning to meet up for today. However, people are here asking what's happening, why are they marching, and they're asking us as reporters, seeing us with camera and equipment. So it is not quite clear if they know what is happening and what this day means for the country.
And then when do you expect them to officially congregate where they start to move? Because you're saying they're trickling in at this point. When do you expect them to officially congregate and start marching?
They were expected to meet here at 6 o'clock in the morning. However, most of them started arriving around 8, 9. So, and the march is expected to take place from 10 o'clock to the Union buildings. At the moment, just a little bit of them are coming in their bits and pieces. Hearing on earlier from one of the organizers, they're saying they're having trouble with the buses that are supposed to bring the people to this place. So at the moment, we're still waiting for most of them to get here with their buses that are supposed to fetch them from their different locations.
And then just in closing, any incidents out of the usual, perhaps violent incidents that occurred earlier on in the day?
Nothing out of the usual has happened, only people coming and looking and walking around. As I had mentioned earlier, there is a heavy police presence, both deployed on foot and in cars in the major streets around the CBD. So some of them are even walking around Church Square, making sure that no thuggery or any criminal activities are taking place at the moment. And some of the stores around the Church Square have been opened. However, we are not quite certain if they're going to stay open for the rest of the day or if they're going to start closing as soon as most people make their way to Church Square.
No, thank you very much. That is our reporter, Nhlanhla Jele, out in Pretoria, where we're expecting their march to commence at 10 o'clock. That's the EFF march, as well as those that support their cause.